Before we get into this question, let's talk about what it means to increase or decrease something by a percent. Numbers in general will always start at 100. If there's just a number there, we're looking at 100% of that number. And from there, we can decrease by a percent or increase by a percent. On the low side, this would take us to 30%. And on the high side, it would take us to 170%. Then you move the decimal 2 spaces left to get to decimal form. So this would be 0.3 and this would be 1.7. So now let's do the same thing with 60. We can decrease something by 60% from 100 or increase by 60% from 100. On the low side, it's 40%. On the high side, it's 160%. Moving the decimal over, you get 0.4 or 1.6. Now the question says A is 70% less than B. And just remember, 70% less means we multiply by 0.3, and that's where we got that from. But we're also seeing that C is 60% greater than A. So 60% greater, that's right here, that means we multiply by 1.6. So now we're being asked to relate C and B. Well, they both have A in common, so let's get A by itself in both equations. Here we can divide by 1.6, and we'll have C over 1.6 is equal to A, so let's just write that the other way. A equals C over 1.6. So we've got A equals this, and A equals this, and now we're setting them equal to each other. We can say 0.3b equals C over 1.6. Now we're being asked C is. In other words, we need to solve for C. So let's do that. Let's just multiply both sides of this by 1.6, and we'll have C equals 1.6 times 0.3 times B. 1.6 times 0.3 is 0.48b. In other words, if we were asked for a percent, we would now say C is 48% of B. But the way they're asking it, how many times? C is 0.48 times B. It's B times 0.48. So that is our answer.